Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investor channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, we're going to do something a little bit differently because if you have been following our channel for quite some time, you would notice that we basically cover projects that have recently gotten listed on Coinbase, and therefore we review it, and then I would provide my 2 cents on what are the basic long-term and short-term potential for the project. But this time, instead of focusing on coins that have just now been listed on Coinbase or were listed on Coinbase a while back, I'm going to talk to you guys about potential coins that are more likely to get listed on Coinbase. And these coins basically, or tokens basically, can give you a 50 to 100x gains immediately after they get listed on Coinbase, right? The reason is that these coins, before anybody can focus on these coins and tokens, it's better you do your own research to see if these coins are the best coins for you, and then you buy them, maybe a small bag, again not financial advice, and once Coinbase lists them, you can basically sell the pump and make potentially huge gains, right? So again, all of this is speculation. At the end of the day, you need to do your own research. But when it comes to identifying the next coins or tokens that could be listed on Coinbase, I'm going to be using the resource that CoinMarketCap's page provides itself, right? So if you go to CoinMarketCap and you search for the categories, you can see top Coinbase Ventures portfolio tokens by market capitalization. And if you scroll below, basically these are coins that are known to be invested by Coinbase Ventures. If you guys don't know what Coinbase Ventures is, Coinbase Ventures is an investment arm of Coinbase, and Coinbase being one of the largest and the most popular cryptocurrency exchange in the world, it's very important that you focus on what Coinbase is investing in, because 99.9% of all the coins that Coinbase Ventures has invested in has ended up being launched on Coinbase, right? We've covered numerous coins on our channel that I mentioned multiple times that this particular token, since it's invested by Coinbase Ventures, will get a Coinbase listing soon. And if you follow through some of my follow-up videos, you can see that those coins have indeed been listed on Coinbase, right? So that's a huge deal. So it's always good to get an advantage over coins that will potentially get listed on Coinbase. Again, there's no guarantee, but at the same time, based on our track record in this channel, we have pretty much been bang on when it comes to coins that do get listed on Coinbase, and I tend to cover those coins early on, thereby you guys can get wind of those coins before anybody else can invest in those coins, right? So if you scroll below, there's a whole bunch of coins and tokens that Coinbase Ventures have invested in. If you see, one classic example is Dodo. Dodo is one coin or token that I predicted will get listed on Coinbase, and it did get listed on Coinbase, and it also got listed on Binance as well, right? So similarly, we've covered numerous coins. All of these are basically coins that were invested by Coinbase Ventures, and you can pretty much stop the video and search for these coins or tokens in my channel. I would have made a review about it stating that this coin or token is going to get listed on Coinbase, and you can basically search Coinbase to see if that has been listed or not, and I can bet you that they have been listed on Coinbase, right? So I get my information from reliable sources such as CoinMarketCap page, and that's why I'm choosing for today's video the coin called Edgeless, which is the second coin on this list here, which is the coin that is potentially going to get listed on Coinbase pretty soon, right? So again, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to rely on the information present on CoinMarketCap's page for this token, along with the information present on the website itself, but this is only going to be a peripheral analysis, which means you need to do your own in-depth research before you put your hard-earned money on this token, right? So again, before we cover about Edgeless, I want to talk to you guys about ITIS Capital. ITIS Capital, if you are a resident or citizen of the United States, then this is the best platform for you to invest in crypto as well as gold and silver using your IRA, right? So if you basically have an ITIS Capital account, you can use this account to buy and sell crypto 24/7 in tax advantage IRAs, right? So if you go to their website, itiscapital.com, and search for some of the information, including their pricing information, you can first of all find out that they have some of the most transparent pricing mechanisms in place. which includes a monthly fee-free account, which is pretty crazy if you ask me, because you're getting a free account on a monthly basis. And they also charge you some of the lowest transaction fees in the market, which includes 1% cryptocurrency transaction fees, $50 over spot per ounce for gold, and $2.50 over spot per ounce for silver, right? So when you set up an ITIS Capital account, what will you get? You basically get a new IRA account with ITIS Capital, and they help facilitate transfers, rollover, or contribution to fund your IRAs, right? They also provide you with all necessary IRS tax reporting mechanisms. They also provide you with unlimited storage with institutional custody partners, and provide you with the support and maintenance that's required to manage your account. And all of this is done at no additional or hidden account fees, right? So that's pretty crazy. And if you scroll further below, you can see some of the videos that they have on their page itself that talks about pricing and fees, and another video that talks about how you can perform in-kind transfers to your account, right? And if you scroll further below, you can see the FAQ section, which will pretty much answer all of your questions that you may have. And if you use the link in the description to set up an ITIS Capital account today, you can basically get a $10 welcome bonus if your account with $1,000, right? So that's a pretty good deal if you ask me, because you're getting all the benefits that we discussed right now, along with the fact that you are getting awarded with $10 free, which you can use to trade crypto in your tax advantaged IRAs, right? So you basically get a lot of benefits with the ITIS Capital, and you can plan for your retirement pretty early on. And therefore I highly recommend you to use the link in the description to set up your ITIS Capital account, by which you're also supporting the Brutal Investor channel, for which I thank in advance, right? So going back to the Edgeless token again, as I mentioned, Edgeless is basically a really brand new cryptocurrency, and therefore we can't really find a lot of information from CoinMarketCap's page. You can find some information that talks about the token's price. It is a platform, it is a token that's based on the Ethereum blockchain, and therefore you can expect it to be an ERC20 token, right? So now that we don't really have a lot of information on their CoinMarketCap's page itself, let's go to their website, which is edgelessgroup.io. So edgelessgroup.io, right off the bat, you can clearly see that they have a pretty cool website. What is this platform going to do? What is this focus of this platform, right? So Edgeless basically is the world's first Ethereum-powered crypto casino. So it is a decentralized casino built on top of the Ethereum blockchain. Pretty straightforward. You can pretty much see on the top right corner, you have the casino option. When you click on that, it will take you to the casino page itself. We'll go through that in a few seconds. And you can see the staking tab there, which you can use to stake your tokens if you already own these tokens. And they have the blog, and you can learn about the token on the top right corner, right? One of the few blockchain companies with a working product generating real business results. So again, the first thing that you need to note is that even though it is built on top of the Ethereum blockchain, it is a business, which means it is kind of like centralized in nature. It's a blockchain company that is working on a product that provides real business results through the casino that they are running right now, right? So that's the main focus of this platform. You can subscribe to their newsletter by typing your email and clicking the subscribe button here in order to get updates on a regular basis from the team themselves, right? If you scroll further below, you can see Edgeless Casino. This is the first legally compliant Ethereum casino with unique key features. So they have the first legally compliant casino. So you have a lot of casinos on the blockchains already. So this is, you may think that this is not a novel idea, but in reality, it is one of the first legally compliant casinos out there. At least that's what they're claiming. You can go through their docs to verify that information yourself. They are basically legally compliant, and they are proudly advertising that on their website, so you can definitely take some merit to that, right? Edgeless is fully licensed cryptocurrency casino regulated by a recognized jurisdiction. So they're not stating which jurisdiction that is, because just because it's compliant with one particular jurisdiction doesn't mean that it's compliant everywhere else. I'm pretty sure that they're not necessarily compliant within the United States, because that's one of the toughest jurisdictions to have any form of like blockchain crypto related projects approved by the IRS, or even CFTC, or whatever different regulatory bodies that are there in the United States. But they are definitely compliant with at least one jurisdiction for sure, right? So transparency with blockchain. So they are a transparent platform because of the blockchain, which is pretty straightforward. Branded cryptocurrency. So Edgeless has its own token called the EDG, which is the token of interest in this video. One of the top blockchain casino tokens, which is used on the Edgeless platform. So this token is the main token of the Edgeless platform. Pretty straightforward. Easy to play game. So Edgeless now has 6+ games, all simply designed for mass market consumption. So they have 6 games in total as of now, more games to come. It's still a relatively new project and it has a very low market cap. Once we go through the tokenomics and the numbers there, you will see how much of a small project it is. And even for a small project, it's still hosting 6 games, which is pretty impressive, right? So if we scroll further below, Edgeless transparency. So they're offering transparency through the blockchain, a visible casino bankroll. So you can see if you're a casino player, you can see the bankroll visibly in a transparent manner, so there's no real scam or hack or anything like that. Visible jackpots, visible deposits, visible withdrawals. Obviously, these are all pretty basic information. Edgeless growth. So the project has grown continuously over the past few years, bringing with it outstanding figures in terms of wagered sums and staking metrics in 2018. So they've been around for since 2018. Although I did mention that they're a relatively new project, they haven't actually rolled up a lot of their main components until recently, but they have, as a company or a project, been around since 2018, right? So tokens wagered, they're giving some of the metrics here. In 2018, they wagered about 136.289 million EDG tokens. Again, we will see the value of the EDG tokens, so it's not that much in terms of dollar value, but it's still quite impressive nonetheless, right? So if you see community staked, so there's second beta round is going on, so it's still in its early phase. They haven't fully rolled out all of their products yet, and therefore the staking is also still in the beta phase. They have about 10.4 million EDG tokens staked, as well as Edgeless bankroll increased by 707% from April in 2018. So again, it's been around since 2018, therefore there's been noticeable increase in the number of users, the number of bankrolls that they've received from users as well. So it is considerably increasing on a yearly basis, right? So Edgeless token. So this is the main utility token of this platform. It is the Edgeless casino branded gaming currency, and is one of the top altcoins on the Ethereum blockchain. Again, I'm not really sure whether they can claim themselves as one of the top altcoins on the Ethereum space, because there's a long list of projects that are very high quality, which pretty much can claim that title, but I don't think Edgeless can at this stage. But it's still quite ambitious that they're claiming that. Token use cases, so they have 132 million Ethereum tokens, which is, again, they are based on the Ethereum blockchain, so I'm not really sure why they are calling themselves as Ethereum tokens. Community funded bankroll, game token, exclusive jackpots. So you can basically find anything and everything that you're trying to gain through a casino, a regular centralized casino, in this platform, right? You can buy EDG tokens at our partner exchanges. So they are partners with a couple of exchanges which you may want to look into, because in CoinMarketCap they only presented one exchange where you can buy this token from, but you can technically buy this token from multiple exchanges, which includes Bittrex International, HitBTC, and Changelly, right? So you can also do arbitrage trading between these exchanges, even though it's going to be less liquidity. There's going to be less liquidity between these exchanges for this token, right? If you scroll further below, be the first to hear all news for EDG token holders. Again, you can hear all the updates from EDG tokens, as well as the page itself, from subscribing to their newsletter, right? So community, an important part of the token. A united community is one of Edgeless's main strengths. People from South Korea, Italy, Russia, Spain, Germany, Australia, and Canada are a part of the Edgeless journey. So again, it's interesting how they actually got the nationality of the users. Maybe there's a KYC in place, which I'm not really sure, but it's interesting that they're claiming that they have users from these parts of the countries, these parts of the world, in order to kind of like be a part of their community, right? So you have their social media information as well, and there's a quick video which I highly recommend you guys to watch through as well, right? And they have provided timelines when it comes to roadmap. You can go through that yourself. If you scroll further below, that's all the information that they have. So they have a disclaimer as well when it comes to legal compliance. Obviously, it's not legally compliant in every jurisdiction, so you need to be very careful with that, right? So still a long way to go when it comes to the project growth, as well as the product that they're fully rolling out. Even staking, they need to make sure that they come out of the beta mode and become a fully launched staking platform, right? You have other information at the bottom of the page, and if you click the casino button on the top right corner, it takes you to this page, which is Edgeless.io. Again, this is basically where you can log in and sign up. So since they're not asking you to connect your wallet, it seems like you need to do some form of a KYC, which makes sense since they are legally compliant. They are required to ask their users to do KYC. So if this is not for you, you can just dabble with the cryptocurrency, the token itself. But if you are interested in participating, be very careful, because you could lose money if you don't know what you're doing when it comes to gambling. Cryptocurrency in and of itself is kind of like equal to gambling, so you don't have to spend more money gambling within cryptocurrency platform itself, right? So that's something that you need to be very careful about. So these are all some of the games that they have. It's good that they are providing a volatility rating, which is definitely good for people to understand how volatile that particular game is. And if you scroll below, there's a leaderboard, and everything is measured in EDG tokens, so that kind of gives the utility for this token, for this platform, right? So that's pretty much it when it comes to the platform itself. Here they mentioned that they are regulated by the government of Curacao, which seems to be like a kind of like a South American regulatory body, which I'm not really sure. If you guys know, please leave it in the comment section below. But they are regulated by the government of Curacao, so that's one jurisdiction that definitely does recognize this platform, right? So now that we covered all the important information, let's go to the CoinMarketCap page itself for this token. So this token is currently ranked 1147th by market cap on CoinMarketCap, and it is trading at the time I'm making this video at 2.3 cents at the time I'm making this video, and the token has been declining in the past 24 hours. It has pretty much declined 6% in the past 24 hours itself, right? So it's quite interesting to see the charts, because you will find some surprising information. Here's the Ethereum contract address here from CoinMarketCap if you want to buy this token in a decentralized exchange like Uniswap version 3 or Uniswap version 2. Again, here the tags, if you look at the tags, it is gambling, and they've also mentioned that it's Coinbase Ventures portfolio. So it's definitely a Coinbase Ventures portfolio invested project. Therefore, you can at least have some sense of confidence that this project could eventually get listed on Coinbase in the next upcoming months to a year or 2 years, right? So you can definitely expect this token to be listed on Coinbase in the upcoming future. And apart from that, they're also invested by Framework Ventures as well as Hashkey Capital. So you can view all the companies who have kind of like invested in this token by clicking on the view all button on the bottom left corner of the screen, right? So it is definitely a Coinbase Ventures portfolio, at least as per CoinMarketCap space, right? So the market cap of this token is only $2.8 million. So this is kind of like a nano cap token in my personal opinion. I believe that this token is at the best phase in its life cycle, where you can buy this token and pretty much set it and forget it, and maybe in the future, if Coinbase does list this token, you can expect the market cap to raise to at least 10 million or even $15 million of market cap, depending on where we are at when it comes to the bull market. But definitely Coinbase listing will pump the token price of this token to the moon, like literal moon, and that's going to be a really good gaining opportunity if you are in this token very early, right? So if you're watching this video right now, you can kind of like come back in a few months to a year or something, and once Coinbase has listed this token, you can comment on this video stating that you did hear this from me first with regards to this coin, right? So this market cap is also still shrinking because of the price of the token shrinking as well. I think this token can be probably going towards the $2.6 million of market cap pretty soon. The lower you buy this token at, the better it is, because you will be seeing some phenomenal gains in at least in the short term to a mid term, at least till the Coinbase listing happens, right? So that's kind of like my personal prediction, again on financial advice. When it comes to the volume, you can see the 24-hour volume is only $898. So volume wise, you will be having a big struggle in trying to find the best exchange with the best volume to buy this token, because you are kind of going to be at a disadvantage when it comes to finding good liquidity for this token, right? So that's one of the disadvantages of buying a token very early on in its life cycle, right? So when it comes to the max supply, this token unfortunately does not have a max supply, or at least that's something that we don't really know about. For the purpose of this video, we'll assume that it doesn't have a max supply because CoinMarketCap doesn't provide a max supply for this, which means it is an inflationary token, which is one of the biggest downfalls of this project, because there's no scarcity built on into the system, which means there's going to be a lot of tokens that will be dumped into the circulating supply, thereby pushing the price of this token for the mid to even long term, right? But again, that still does not mean that you can't ride the wave when it comes to short term gains, which is why I personally feel like it's a good short term gain if it gets listed on Coinbase, right? So the circulating supply is already 122.1 million tokens, which is a huge amount of tokens that are already in circulation. And there's going to be a lot more tokens that will be launched into the circulating supply pretty soon, which will cause the price to move sideways or even crash altogether, right? So be very careful about it. It is a very risky token indeed. So when it comes to the charts itself, you can clearly see that this token unfortunately hasn't performed well at all. In fact, it hasn't moved at all in the past few months. But if you look at the recent all-time high that this token made, it did make a ballistic $3 per token, close to $3 per token. But again, obviously right now it's kind of performing lackluster, but I think this token can at least reach half of where it is, where it was when it comes to its current all-time high, right? So the current price of this token, the history of this token when it comes to the price action was as of 1st of April 2017, the token was worth 3 cents per token, and then it started rallying like crazy, reaching its first all-time high of $1.38 as of 16th of September 2017. It then crashed right away, reaching a price of about 42 cents per token as of 28th of October 2017, and then it literally shot up to the moon, like literal moon, and this was during 2018, when the token reached close to $3 per token. Like it was slightly less than $3, but close to $3 per token, sometime early to late 2017 to early 2018, right? And then it kind of crashed violently, and then since then the token hasn't really recovered at all until next time when this new bull rally will happen in the crypto market. I think this token will pump. I also believe that once Coinbase has listed this token will probably go as high as 50 cents per token. And if you are lucky, and if the Coinbase listing coincides with the next bull market, we could see this token reaching at least $1.50 per token, which is my personal prediction. Again, I could be completely wrong, but this is just my personal opinion, guys, not financial advice. I strongly believe that the market cap is so small that a lot of force, if this token has the perfect timing when it comes to Coinbase listing versus the fact that this token being listed on Coinbase during the bull market, the next bull market, this token does have a potential to reach $1.50 per token, right? Again, this is all speculation. There is a high chance that this token can probably not even cross the 50-cent mark and maybe just make it up to 49 cents and then crash down again. But again, that still is a good gain if you ask me, because if you're buying it at 2 cents and selling it at 49 cents, you're still making some really good gains. But if you manage to for some reason see the token go as high as $1.50, you'll be sitting at an even bigger gain, right? So it is definitely a good token to look into, since it is a Coinbase Ventures token, but there's no guarantee that, first of all, Coinbase will list this coin, and secondly, there's no guarantee that this token will do extremely well in the next bull run, right? So there's definitely lots of ifs here, so you need to be very careful. When it comes to markets itself, we already saw that this token was listed on HitBTC. It was also available on Bittrex as well as Changely. But I think HitBTC seems to be having the highest volume, even though the volume is extremely low. So be very careful. I suggest you to focus on Bittrex. Maybe Bittrex may have better liquidity and volume, or maybe Changely. But if you can only buy this token from the Ethereum blockchain, since it is an ERC20 token, again, if you are willing to take some little bit of risk as well as pay a little bit of high gas fee, you can buy this token from Uniswap version 2 as well, right? If you're trying to buy it from the centralized exchange, HitBTC seems to have USD as well as BTC trading pairs, where you can also do arbitrage trading between USD pair as well as BTC pair, where this token is available for 2.56 cents as well as 2.2 cents. In different pairs. You can do arbitrage trading if you're skilled enough, but I wouldn't really recommend you doing arbitrage trading because you will probably end up losing money, or you won't be able to withdraw your money because of very poor liquidity, right? So stick to decentralized exchanges such as Uniswap if you can. Otherwise, you may want to wait till a couple of smaller exchanges such as MEXC lists this token, where you can get some more liquidity, right? So what's my final verdict on this token, guys? First of all, this coin or token does not have any guarantee of being listed on Coinbase. I want to state this very clearly. It does seem to be a Coinbase Ventures token, which is pretty good. The kind of fundamentals seem to be there. Again, it is a unique casino if you ask me. There's still a lot of competition when it comes to crypto casino projects, and crypto casinos usually have a negative context to them. So this project may have to try to do something better about itself in order to remove the negative attitude towards casino projects. The project has been around since 2018-ish, but it still hasn't really managed to do anything major when it comes to market cap or branding or anything like that. So that's definitely a concern. The max supply being infinite is still not helping as well. But since it is a Coinbase project, if you ask me, if you have some small amount of play money, maybe like $50 to $100 that you're trying to invest in a risky project, you can kind of put some maybe $50 worth of funds into this project and then set it and forget it, and maybe come back in a few years. And then if you look at it, maybe it may get a Coinbase listing, thereby this token could have crossed the 50 cent or even $1 or even $1.50 if you're lucky in the future, thereby giving you immense gains, right? But again, this is a token that's very risky, so if you don't know what you're doing, please don't invest in this token. There are lots of safer tokens that we've covered in our channel that you can go into, but this is a very risky token, so don't put any money that you're not willing to lose in this token, right? It's a very risky token. It definitely has a potential to cross $1 or $1.50 per token in the next bull run, but a lot of things need to line up properly, which it may not necessarily, so it's still a big risk, right? Again, this is my opinion, guys, not finished advice. Please do your own research before you put your hard-earned money on this token, right? Again, remember, guys, you guys are not regular investors, you guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.